Namaste. Thank you for joining me for another gentle stretch and breathe yoga. I see somebody's with me already, but I'm not sure who that is. Good morning. If you want to make a comment, now's a great time to just say hi to everybody and they'll see the comments as they click into the group. So we're doing a special yoga today, yoga from bed. Yoga, I'm still on my yoga mat and you can be on your yoga mat, but these are all exercises that could be done if you wanted to do yoga just laying in bed or sitting in bed. So take a moment to find yourself comfortable and seated. Let's have a nice gently straight back. Hi, Anne. Have a nice gently straight back. Close the eyes. Focus inward and just notice your breathing. As you breathe in, take a moment to really visualize like pouring water from a pitcher into a glass, a tall, clear glass. As you pour the water in, it starts at the bottom and fills up. So let that be like how you breathe. Breathing in, that air comes to the deepest part of your belly and fills you up. You can even visualize the feel of the water inside the glass being cool and clear and fresh. You can hear the sound of the water splashing as you breathe in. You can imagine how it fills the glass all the way to the top and even overflows as you breathe air into your throat, into your head spaces. So let that breath be just like pouring a glass of water from a pitcher into a tall glass. And when you exhale, we're just going to let it go out however it wants to go out in a natural way, like a balloon deflating. Just let all the air exit the body through the pressure of the air wanting to exit the body. However it goes is fine. And with every inhalation, perhaps sit just a little taller, reaching the top of the head up. But keep your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen the neck, but don't hunch the shoulders up as your head rises. We're going to try and change the body's shape just a little bit. Inflate your lungs, expand the ribs, and push, actively push your shoulders down, bringing the chest up and the shoulders down at the same time as you breathe in and out. And just experiment with your posture here. Move the shoulders back, move the shoulders forward, move the shoulders back, move the shoulders forward. Notice that you can sit and be much taller than we normally are. We choose to kind of let ourselves halfway slump, even when we think we're standing tall or sitting tall. The body has the ability to be quite a bit taller if we just reach up at the top of the head, lengthen through the spine and through the neck, and let the shoulders push down and the chest expand. Nice. All right, just roll your shoulders back for me, up by the earlobes, back and down, forward, up, back and down. Keep breathing. Inhale up, exhale, shoulders come down. Reverse it over the top to the front and down, push it back, rise it up by the earlobes, push it forward and down, inhale up, exhale down. All right, release for a moment, just return to relaxed. And when you're ready, exhale and drop the head. Let the back of the neck lengthen and the head be heavy. Take a moment to soften your belly so your neck can fully let go. And just move a little bit left and right, letting one shoulder dip down a little bit. Letting your spine sort of oscillate or move like a snake, starting at the tailbone and moving up through the body. It's a little move, it's nothing big. But at the top, your head swings one way and then the other just a little bit. Let everything be loose for a moment. Loose, sinuous, soft, comfortable, free. And when you're ready, come back to the center. And let's bring those hands to prayer pose. Take a moment to just ask for this class to do exactly what you want it to do for this time of self-care, self-love, self-healing, connection of body, mind, and spirit through breath and movement and awareness without thought. Whatever you wish, whatever you ask for with a pure heart, a sincere mind, shall be given to you. Lovely. Bring those hands forward a little bit and move them through the infinity symbol. Push your wrist way back as you come through the middle of the crisscross area in front of your chest. Push it back. Push it back. Fingertips push the wrist back. Keep breathing. And let's reverse it. Try and go the other way. If you're new to doing it backwards, you may find it's a bit of a mental challenge until you work it out. It's always good to try and do things that are a little bit different from the way we always do it. Keep that brain young and active, solving puzzles in the body. All right, hands forward, wiggle the fingers like you're playing a piano or playing a trumpet. Fingers up and down, oscillating up and down, waving. Maybe move the thumbs as well. Circle the thumbs one way and then the other. And reach the arms up and let them go way back behind the head and down. All the way down to the floor. Now let's stretch our legs out. If you need to and want to, you can pull the flesh away from your sitting bones to connect your body's weight down into the earth with those pelvis points. And take a moment to flex those ankles. Think about the tissues in the back of the knee, the soft tissues that are so often kind of closed in on themselves. Let's see if we can stretch them a little bit. Let the knees be really straight and the ankles really flexed. And just take your hands from your hips towards your ankles, along the top of your legs. Exhale as you reach towards your ankles or feet. Inhale as you come up. Keep your ankles really flexed. Exhale down. Inhale up. 2 more times, nice and slow. Awesome, relax. And just take the hands on top of the thighs, right above the knees, and just move your legs back and forth. And let the legs go out and in, out and in. If you're hitting your toes against each other, move your legs just a little farther apart. Out and in, out and in. All right, take that right leg and bend it. Put the foot on the floor. Move it back close to your hip. Maybe go a little bit wide and bring the arm inside the knee. And we're going to reach down by this other leg's ankle. Reach down, look down, and just a soft forward fold. If this knee wants to flop outward, you can let it. And as we often do in yoga, if you feel a strong sensation, something that's akin to an intense sensation, maybe it's asking for some oxygen, send a healing energy with the air that you're breathing in straight to that place. Just visualize the air you're breathing in is going straight to that place that you feel is asking for some attention, some relief perhaps. Ready, come on up, stretch out those legs again. And flex the ankles. Sit really tall and reach straight up. Straight legs if you can. We're going to try and reach one hand up, the other hand up. Reach one hand up, and the other hand up. Keep flexing those ankles. Keep the tissues in the back of the knees open, like a window open, letting the breeze blow through and the curtains flutter. All right, both hands reach up. Flex those ankles and reach up. Breathe in, bring the arms back, back and down, back and down, all the way down to next to your hips on the bed or the yoga mat. And then it's ready to bend the other leg. Bring your left knee up, put the foot on the floor, bring it back as close to your hip as you can, and then move it out to the side and bring your arm inside. And we're just going to reach in a soft, gentle forward fold for the long, straight leg. Drop your head, and if this knee wants to flop open, you can let it. That's awesome. Breathing air into whatever sensation you feel the most and trying to let the head be so heavy that there's absolutely no resistance to gravity in your neck and shoulders. The weight of the head is pulling your whole body down. Let it go. When you're ready, come on up. Stretch those legs out. Now let's just lean back on our hands and jiggle the legs. Nice. We're going to scoot on down now. Scoot down. Hips close to heels. Find yourself on the floor. Allow your arms to go wherever feels comfortable and drop both knees to the left. If you feel good about it, you can turn your head to the right. Knees one way, nose the other way. But if it feels like you have to work to hold your head in this position, then choose a different place so you can relax. This is a super healing position, relaxing. Let go of all the muscles around your spine and your lower back. Let go your hips and belly. Stay with your breath. Don't think about your to-do list. Stay with your body. Listen with love to what it has to say. Try and convince it more and more and more to let go of all resistance. Let's take some time to give ourselves emotional support. Love your body, love your life, love your personality. And if you just can't do it, then maybe talk to yourself about changing something. This is your life. You deserve to love yourself in this life that's been given to you. Alright, when you're ready, bring those knees up and bring them all the way over the other way. And turn your head opposite direction if that works for your shoulders and neck. If not, find another place where you can relax. And let's just try and let go any tension, any sense of holding. Maybe you have to trust yourself enough to let everything go, knowing that you're going to be okay. You don't have to be on alert right now. Now feel free to make any movement that your body asks for, a yawn or a stretch. Move the legs back and forth like windshield wipers, letting them flop left and right if that's what you like, or stay in one place. When you get that urge to stretch and yawn like a cat waking up from a nap, that's a super healing moment. If you really allow yourself to do it without any feeling like embarrassment, just go for it. It's very, very healthy. All right, let's see if we can bring the feet up close to the hips and hands next to the hips. Lift the hips up into the air and drop them down. Release. Push them up into the air. Squeeze the buttocks in a little bit. Squeeze them up and bring them down and release. So the moment when you hit the ground, let everything go. So that when you have to pick it up again, you have to tighten it. So bring it up. Squeeze it up. Bring it down. Release. Bring it up. Give it a squeeze. Bring it down. Release. Bring it up. Give it a squeeze up. Bring it down and release. One more time. Bring it up. Squeeze it up. Bring it down and release. Let's bring the knees to the chest, hands to the knees, and squeeze it in and release a few times. Remember to breathe with the movement like you're working your body like a bellows. Pull the knees in and exhale through your lips. Let the knees drift away from the chest. Inhale through the nose. And squeeze it out, blow it. How we doing? Everybody okay? I'm going to bring the arms and legs up into the air next. And circle the ankles, circle the wrists, look at your feet and hands. Have some fun with it. Make them go opposite directions for a while and then change it. Make them go the same direction for a while and then change it. Flex and point a few times, bringing the heels up towards the ceiling and the toes down towards the floor. Toes pointing perhaps back towards the top of your head. And flex the hands flat. Spread the fingers wide. Point the toes. Toes point up to the ceiling like a ballerina. Hands come all the way over like a flamingo head. Back and forth. Breathing in and out. Awesome. Flex and point. Take a moment to notice, are your knees bent? Can you get them straight? If you can, it's okay. But if you can, give it a try. All right, bring those knees and elbows down to the floor and spread the knees wide. Bring the heels close to the hips. Elbows all the way to the floor or the bed. Press it up and point. Flex. Bring it down. Press it up and point. Flex. Bring it down. Press it up and point. Keep going. As you push it up, maybe imagine it's a little bit heavy, whatever's on your hands and feet. Give it some effort in the body, using muscles, feeling the skeleton, pushing against the imagined weight of whatever's on your hands and feet. Bring it down. Push it up. It's a little bit heavy. Push against the weight and release and point. Flex. Bring it down. Press it up. Use strength. Feel your abs working. Feel your hips working. And down. Two more times. Just like that. Push it up, 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 and point. Flex. Bring it down. And push, push, push. It's heavy. Push it up, push it up, push it up. All right. Bring the arms and legs down to the floor and spread them out. Spread out as big as you can on your yoga mat or your bed. Take a moment to just notice the softness in the middle of your hands. Really spend some time feeling that softness in the very center of the palm of your hands. Your fingers are curled in a natural way. And let that softness in the hands just travel up the wrists, up the arms, through the elbow. It's a living thing, that center of softness coming in towards your heart. And let the palm of the hands and the heart feel so soft. Ready to receive blessings, ready to receive generosity and love. Ready to feel gratitude and peace. Nice. All right, bring the hands in and bring the knees up. We're going to roll over onto our side. The knees are bent and stacked, so you got about a 90-degree hip angle and a 90-degree knee angle, and your head rests on your shoulder or arm, or you maybe have a pillow handy, that's fine too. We're going to put the hand on the floor for a little support and take that knee and move it in a big circle. Work that hip, breathe air into that ball and socket joint, lubricate that joint with fresh air, breathe air in. Exhale out any toxins, any waste products. Get those fluids flowing, get your metabolism kicking up into active zone. Big circle with the knee. Change direction, go around the other way. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit fatigued in the hip and the leg. Bring it down, take a rest. If you need a rub, you can rub the hip or the leg, wherever you're feeling it. If you feel it deep and you want to get deep into that muscle, make a fist and pound. Just take that top leg and bring the knee just in front of the chest on the floor. Take that top shoulder all the way back. Lay out your arms from the shoulders or anywhere where it feels perfect for you. Come back onto your side resting pose, and let's take that arm, the top arm, reach it forward and up, and take that leg back, reach through the heel, and let's let this stretch be as long as you can make it. Feel the stretch in your armpit and the elbow and the fingers and the hands, also through the waist, through the rib cage on the side, all the way back. Reach the leg back, reach the arm up. And then bring them together, scrunch and reach. Scrunch and reach. Scrunch, extreme reach and scrunch. One more time. Reach, reach, reach. And come back to resting. All right, take that arm and leg up. And lift them with an inhalation. Drop them down with an exhalation. Slowly up, breathe in. Slowly down, exhale. We're not going to do this too long, maybe 3 more times. Let's see if we can go a little slower, breathing slower, moving slower. It's your movement. Don't compare yourself to me. My leg goes way up there. Not everybody's got that ability. It's just something I've always had. I'm pretty flexible by nature. Doesn't mean you have to be. Whatever gifts God has given you, that's the right way for you. All right, let's bend the knee and grab onto the toes and see if you can straighten the leg or get it as straight as it wants to. Straighten and bend a few times. Keep the toes in your hand, bend the knee, and roll over on your back. Adjust your hands a little lower, down by your knee or your thigh. Stretch the leg up and pull it gently towards your face and back to vertical. Asking the hamstring to lengthen, the hip to release. Find your full range of motion. hold the leg at or near the edge of your range of motion. You can use your strap if you need to hold the leg steady up there. Give your leg a chance to relax and lengthen at its own pace. We usually wait 30 seconds and just see if we got a little more flexibility after 30 seconds of waiting and breathing. Right now, we have been patient. If you feel the urge to go a little deeper, find your new therapeutic edge of your range of motion, find it, or stay where you are is fine. Let's let this be the moment when the flexibility is really at its edge, without pain, but with kind of an intense feeling. All right, bring that leg on down to the floor. Bend both knees and put the heels close to the hips again, hands next to the hips, fingers pointing towards your heels. Lift the hips up. This time we just want to move the hips left and right. Float left and right. All right, up and down, up and down, up and down. One more time, squeeze it up, bring it down, stretch the legs out, reach the arms overhead. Long body stretch, yawn or sigh. Feel like you're just doing whatever the body needs right now. Stretch and believe in the ability of your body to heal itself if you give it a little bit of time, awareness, good breath, good movement, and love. Remember, ask and you shall receive. We are going to roll over onto our other side next. Once you get down, make sure your knees are bent and stacked. Your head can rest on your arm or a pillow. And just settle in. Let yourself be heavy. Don't resist gravity. Make sure you're comfortable and balanced. I'm going to put the hand to the floor in front of the chest just for a little support as we bring the knee up and around. Big circle with the knee. Breathing air into that hip socket. Don't go too fast. This is slow, mindful movement. Breathing in at the top of your circle, breathing out at the bottom of your circle. Keep it going. And change direction, come the other way around. Beautiful. Come on down. Give yourself a rub if you feel like you want it. Mid fist and pound. Okay, it's time to do our reach and stretch. Reach the arm forward, up, and the leg all the way back. And make it extreme. Reach farther than you ever thought you could. Fingertips to toes, all the way. Reach. You can reach through your toes or your heel. Go through the ball of the foot. Feel the stretch in your waist, in your armpit, in your elbow, in your wrist, in your fingers, in the palm of your hand. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe into the sensation you feel the most. Reach, reach, reach. Come on, you can do it. Reach. All right, bring it back. Scrunch it up. Scrunch and reach. Scrunch and reach. Scrunch and reach. Scrunch and reach. 3 more. Slow it down. Really reach. Really scrunch. Nice. Come on back. Take a rest. Bring that knee to the floor in front of your chest. Take that shoulder all the way back to the floor, to the bed. Spread your arms out in whatever way feels awesome. Take a moment to listen with love to what the body has to say to you. Breathe air into wherever the body is asking for some attention, some energy, some sense of connectedness to the rest of the body. Let no part of the body be ignored. Isolated. Abandoned. Keep your mind with your breath. Keep your mind with your body. No to-do lists. No conversation about whatever drifts into your mind. Make any little adjustment you need in order to be even more luxuriously relaxed, comfortable. Nice, beautiful. When you're ready, come onto your side again. Resume that side resting pose, almost like the fetal position. Take that top arm out and the top leg out. We're going to lift with an inhalation. Exhale, slowly bring it down to the floor. Inhale, slowly lift it up. Whatever your range of motion is, it's fine. The most important thing here is the connection of movement with breath. Nice. Bring it down. Lift it up last time. Bend the knee down and see if you can grab onto your toes and just try to straighten the leg. If you can't get it straight, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Take it up and down a few times. All right, bend the knee, keep the toes in your hand and roll over onto your back. And reposition your hands lower down on the leg, somewhere near the knee perhaps. And transition to our hamstring stretch, gently pulling the leg closer to the face, gently letting it drift away with an inhalation. Pull the leg close to the face, exhale, let it drift back. And remember, stay gentle with all that you're doing. Keep it gentle. Don't overdo. Some people may want to use a strap to wrap their foot and so they can hold you have a strap or a belt or a cloth handy and you want to do that, that's fine. Gently asking the back of the leg, the hamstring and hip system, to create space. Allow freedom of movement of fluids and energy through the fascia, through the nerves, through the cartilage, keeping everything moving so the body can take care of itself. Keep it healthy and happy. All right, let's see if we can hold it at or near the edge of our range of motion, that therapeutic edge, for a static stretch, 30 seconds. Oh, you've been patient now. If you feel like you want to go a little deeper, just a little deeper, feel that extreme stretch. Breathe air into that sensation. Notice the tendency of the hip to let go after you're patient, and hold it close to the edge for a while. All right, slowly lower the leg down to the ground. Let's stretch the arms overhead, point your toes, reach, make the body long. Feel free to yawn or sigh. Make it your stretch, your healing moment. And we're just going to take a moment now to lay on our back with our fingertips on our torso. One hand's fingertips near your heart, one hand's fingertips near your belly button. And make sure your feet are flopped outward, your back is relaxed and balanced on the floor. Closing the eyes, focus on your breath. Notice your fingertips rising and falling. And let's put a little constriction in the throat so you have that Ujjayi breathing come into play. Ujjayi breathing lets you kind of hear the echo of your breath inside your skull. It sounds a little bit like a distant ocean roaring. And it helps you slow your breath way down, so you're just breathing in such a small amount of air at a time. We're going to take a moment to meditate with this breath, saying as you breathe in something very simple. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in. And you just keep saying that until the moment when you suddenly say, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing out. And you keep breathing out until the inhalation starts, and then you say to yourself in your mind, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in. So we're going to be quiet for a few moments here. Feel the hands rise and fall with the breath. Hear the Ujjayi echo inside your skull, and say to yourself those little 3 words. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing out. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope that wasn't boring, because it takes a great deal of mindfulness to find the value of that kind of meditation. It's really good if you can't sleep at night. Try it when you can't sleep at night, just talking to yourself about your breath. I'm breathing in, 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 I'm breathing out, I'm breathing out. And keep it going like that until you just drift off to sleep. All right, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. So even on a bed, you can be on your hands and knees. Make sure you're aligned with your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and we're just going to press the top of the back up towards the ceiling and drop the head, drop the tailbone, exhale. And then transition to your cow position where the back sways down and the head is lifted and the tailbone is lifted. Push your hands into your supporting substrate, whatever it is, so you're not slumping in your shoulders. And then up and down, any speed is perfect, allowing the back to show its flexibility. More times like this, and then we're going to ease ourselves down to pose of a child. Let the hips sink back to the heels, walk the hands one step forward, and drop the head in front of the knees, forehead to the floor. Rise up, let's come down to the tummy. Take a moment to rest. Turn your head to one side, fingers pointing in, elbows pointing out, toes pointing in, heels pointing out. Soft on the floor, relaxed and heavy. Take those feet up into the air, bend the knees and lift the feet up, and drop both feet to the left. Pick them up, drop both feet to the right, pick them up. Windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Allowing the hips to be loose. Allowing the legs to be free, moving left and right. Flip, flop, back and forth. All right, we're going to come up on our elbows. Elbows right under your shoulders, and the forearms aiming forward, fingers spread wide. Press your elbows into the floor or into your bed and try and lift the face up. And let the belly sink down. Let the hips release. You may feel like that's a little much for your lower back, but try and trust it if you can. Breathe air into that sensation that's talking to you. This is our Sphinx pose. Just gaze forward like the Sphinx in Egypt. And now we're going to try Sleeping Sphinx. Absolutely let your body collapse down. Let the shoulders collapse inward, drop the head. And let the body be heavy on the elbows. Slowly transition back to the Sphinx, gazing forward, pushing the elbows into the floor, elevating the chest and the head, lengthen the neck, release your hips. And come back to Sleeping Sphinx. Allow the elbows to take all the weight of the body and collapse the shoulders inward, drop the head. And then return to your resting pose. Elbows out, fingertips pointing in, head turned to one side, relax. And bring the feet together. Point those toes so your toenails are on the ground. And lift the arms back as if your fingertips are trying to reach your heels, lifting the chest, lifting the shoulders, lifting the head. Locust pose. Your intention here is the fingertips reaching back. Everything else follows. Keep breathing. And let's see if we can float the arms up and put the hands right under the shoulders and press back to pose of a child. Rise up, raise up. Then come back to table. You can be on your elbows if you want. You can drop down onto your elbows. Press one leg back and put the toes on the ground. Push back. This is a 30-second static stretch, so I'll get my watch here so I can watch the seconds pass. Press that heel back. Stretch that calf muscle. And here I'm really going to ask you to try and straighten that knee. Try and get the stretch of the calf muscle to reach down into the heel, but also reach up into the tissues behind the knee. So straighten that knee, press back. Feel that intense stretch in your calf muscle. Let it be as much as you can. Press that heel back. Alright, let's let the leg drift up into the air. Bend and straighten a few times. Bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. If you want, you can kick and really shake the muscles of the leg and the hip. Kick, kick, kick. If that's too much for your knee, just make it a nice slow bend, extend. And drop that knee down. Let's put the other leg back, push the toes on the ground, and push back through the heel. Straight leg. Keep breathing. Let this be a fairly intense sensation in the calf muscle. Try to get that knee really straight. Breathe air into that soft tissue behind the knee. Keep breathing, keep pushing that heel way back, straight leg if you can. This is really good for the heels, for the feet. Let the leg lift up now. We did our 30 seconds. Lift it up as high as it wants to go. Bend and extend. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Keep it going. Breathe a lot. If you want, you can kick. Shake those muscles a little bit. And when you're ready to come down, we're going to do wide-legged pose of a child this time. The knees are way out and the big toes are still touching. Sliding the hips back towards the heels. Perhaps the chest is on the floor between the knees. Maybe the head turns to one side. You get quite low. Allowing the hips to be open a little bit more than regular pose of a child. When you're ready, walk yourself back up. Come to seated, and let's take the mermaid seat. Or if that's not good for you, you can have one leg bent in and one leg extended out in a half straddle. Either way is fine. And whatever is your front knee, the one that's bent if you're in half straddle, bring the hand to the floor near that hip. Take your other arm up and around. Big breath in, big breath out. Slow, big circle with the arm. Enjoy the movement. Let it be graceful, expressive, connected to your breath, connected to your sense of self. You're drawing a big circle around your heart, around your center of being. This is where I am. Enjoy the movement and breathe deep. One more time, all the way around. Let's lift both arms out from the shoulders and slowly elevate the hands. Find your prayer pose, bring it to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment for gratitude. Keep your hands right there. Keep your eyes closed and see if you can change the legs around. Maybe not. It's okay if it didn't work out. So your options are half straddle, one leg bent in, one leg extended out, or mermaid pose, both legs bent. So if you choose either one, put your hand on the floor behind sort of the front knee, and we're going to make our big circle. Breathe in and out, drawing a huge circle in the air around your heart. Breathing in at the top, breathing out at the bottom. Let yourself feel the significance of this important circle that you're drawing around yourself. We're in no hurry here. Self-love takes time. Come back. Lift both arms out to the side. Reach them up. Reach up, breathe in. Find your prayer hands. Pull it to your heart. Keeping your eyes closed and your hands in prayer. Come back to seated, however is comfortable for you. All right, let's take a minute or two to do some self-comfort. You're going to take the hands and your soft, barely touching fingertips come to the elbow of the other hand. This hand is going to reach for the inside of the elbow. Barely touching your skin. Take it all the way until fingertips find fingertips, and then switch sides. Inhale when you release. Exhale as you barely touch the skin from elbows to fingertips. The sensitivity of the fingertips. Softness of your sense of touch. So calming, so comforting, such a blessing. We often comfort others with our hands, but we can comfort ourselves as well. To prayer pose. Thank you for joining me in this special session dedicated to our friend Elles, doing yoga from bed. Stretch it up, folks. Give yourself a massage on the back of the neck and shoulders. Give yourself some love. Know that you are blessed, and you are a blessing. And I know I'm blessed by each of you. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your routine, your self-care, self-love, yoga, breathing, meditation. movement with breath. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Namaste.